news, everyone. It's the end of Fresh and Fit.
Take me far away, I think I've had enough. I can't do no more, I'm finally breaking. You lost all my trust, I'm locking out drums already. Keep taking me away.
Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the WOLVPVCK podcast, where we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly topics that happens on a weekly basis here in the entertainment industry. I'm your host, Wolfson. Without further ado, let's get down to shizness. People are wondering, Wolfson, what the hell are you doing? I thought you release your episodes every week during the Thursdays and the Fridays, you know? What is this? Release it on a Monday. Guys, this is a breaking news type topic. I'm only doing this episode exclusively just on one topic and one topic alone. That's it. What are we talking about? The end of Fresh and Fit. Let's go. Now I know. It's that's kind of shitty of you, but you know, let me tell you guys something. I don't care. It's my show. I can do whatever the fuck I want and criticize wherever I gotta criticize if they're in the wrong, you know? No, it does not leave any exception to Fresh and Fit. Now, you guys are wondering, okay, why is it the end? Well, because this just happened on the weekend, but I found out that Fresh and Fit got kicked out of the YouTube program partnership.
NANI?
Yeah, I know. Wow. It just happened last weekend, and I was so busy that I couldn't even air it even on my own home. I just didn't have the time for it. But now I'm doing it first thing on a Monday, and I'm releasing it today. So, guys, before we get started, remember to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. We have reached 1,000 followers, over 1,000 followers on the YouTube channel. Let's fucking go. But we're going to talk about that on the next episode because I'm very skeptical. Maybe I'm a little bit cynical about it. I'm very skeptical, and we'll discuss about later. But that's on next episode. Today's episode, we're only focusing on the end of Fresh and Fit. So how did this happen? What happened? I can assume all the trajectory that went down with Fresh and Fit and all the hoo-has and the whatnots that they did that, you know, YouTube decided to like kick the bucket and say, you know, you guys are done. Now, something that you guys need to understand. They're getting kicked out of the partnership program. They're not banned on YouTube. Let's make that clear. It's two different things. Getting banned from YouTube means that you're just banned from the platform overall and you can't use it anymore out of any means or create a new account at all. Like nada. Versus getting kicked out of the YouTube partnership program, you can still upload videos on YouTube, but you can't make any money, nor your videos will be monetized for any ad revenues and whatnot. That's a big deal. Big deal for a YouTube content creator because that's how they make their money out of it. The YouTube partnership program, between ads, sponsorships, and whatnot, that's how you make your money out of it. That's how you decently make yourself a living of being I lived off YouTube. It's because of that program. If you're not in that program, then you know you don't make any money. You're just uploading videos just because for free, like I'm doing. But it's a huge deal because that means because every money that they get, blocked. They don't get anything at all. Now it's all based on their Patreons and their Hustlers University. I think that's Andrew Tate shit. I get mixed out. They're all the same. They all do the same scam university and whatnot. You know, their program of being a high value man and whatnot. All of that. Now it's only based on that. And let me tell you, that's not enough because they have a staff that need to bribe. Now, if the case that it's just one person or two, like if it's just Fresh and Myron doing their own thing on their YouTube show, then it's like, all right, I get it. It's just those two. But no, they have an entire staff, like the person that's producing their show and whatnot. The person is looking for it, doing the bookings and whatnot. So it's like all their livelihoods are gonna be affected. We're gonna take a look at the video that they posted, and we're gonna react at it and criticize everything that they say, because I'm pretty sure everything that they say will be like, oh, it's because of the Matrix. Oh, it's because, I don't know why. They don't know why, even though we know why. But we're just gonna react about it. And what was the other thing that I totally forgot about? I totally forgot. It was, oh yeah, and the other thing that I found out, that they're also getting kicked out of the apartment.
NANI?
Now they're gonna get all their streams straight to Rumble, which there's not that much money behind Rumble yet. It's not a platform to be like, ooh. And I believe they don't even have 1,000 subscribers either. So it's like, so let's just take a look and react to what's going on, man. Let's just take a look. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start playing.
Let's go.
Last time we're seeing oh my god. Right off the bat, the intro. I haven't seen this intro in a long time, but right off the bat, I can tell you none of them own any of those cars. None of them. I don't think even leasing. They don't have that much money. People seem to don't realize that these guys don't make that much money. They say they're over the 6 figures. They made like $500,000 shit, like cap. Mr. Beast. You're telling me that you're in the same level as Mr. Beast? Like, get the fuck out of here. Something that I keep forgetting about these guys is that I don't understand why they're doing their whole podcast show inside their own apartment studio. Like, they made their apartment into a studio, and so I'm calling it like, oh, that's kind of genius, to do everything. But then all the controversial people and the people that they get kicked out, all the women that be screaming, I don't want to get the fuck out of here and this and that, and then you gotta call security. How many times security gets called for your apartment alone? That's number one. Number two, I know I ain't talking shit, because most of all streamers, they do all their stream in their own apartments, in their own homes. We don't have studios. We don't have that shit. I'm not criticizing about that. I'm criticizing the fact that if you have a full production studio, like with people and staff and whatnot, wouldn't you want to do that in like more of a warehouse area, or even even a storage to do that, so you can actually have that? But instead of you doing it on an apartment complex, like it's weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but okay. Let's hear it.
All right, and we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh and Fit podcast, man. As you guys know, we had a show scheduled earlier with Psych Hacks, but we had to cancel because we got some really
this up, because I really don't care.
Crazy news. Yeah, crazy news, real talk. And guys, I mean, is this the end, bro? Because we got some bad news, man. I mean, when I heard, I was shocked, because I mean, we love YouTube, man. Yeah, we love streaming. Yeah, and at this point, I feel like our whole lives are revolved around streaming, and like, yeah, I like to people online. It's just like it won't be the same, bro. Yeah. In 2020, guys, as you guys know, yeah, I was working for the government, right? I was a special agent of Homeland Security. He worked for Wix, we'll just call it, yeah, right? Wix.com, yeah. And he was a tech support. I was arresting bad guys, etc. We started this podcast. We did our first episode on October 26th, 2020. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, and we made hours of content in the streets, TikTok, Patreon. Yeah, many nights, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Chris was there too. Like 14th, Internal Affairs. Hey, we need you to come in for an interview. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Yeah, so let's give a little recap. So he's just reminiscing of how it all started and whatnot, and everybody was doing their thing. Myron used to work for the FBI allegedly. I don't know. Whatever. I'll take it with a grain of salt, honestly. So right now he's telling a story that he was at the office of FBI at the same time doing the to Fresh and Fit, and then Internal Affairs called Myron to come and meet him. So now he's gonna meet up with that story. Right. I'm working at the government, sitting at my desk, writing up a report, and I see this email. Yeah. This is 2020 November, and I I go I let my supervisor know, hey, I gotta go up to the Internal Affairs office, right? Because it's not the same building as us. And I go over there, and they take my phone, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's going on here? And then they're like, they didn't want to tell me, but they're like, hey, we're part of an internal investigation. Next day I meet up with the special agent in charge, and they tell me, hey, it has to do with your YouTube. And right there it clicked. I was like, wait, hold on. Okay, they probably think that I'm
emotional, damn it.
He did not just like went with the Zelda as sound. I'm pretty sure he meant another sound, but the Zelda sound is like, oh, you found out. You got a treasure. What? Jesus Christ. All right, let's keep going.
recording videos on my phone. Like that's what it is, which it was a fucking like iPhone 6 or 7, it was a piece of shit. And what ended up happening is I had to make a really tough decision that month. I remember going back and forth, trying to negotiate, trying to figure out what we're going to do. And
you're wondering why Internal Affairs is telling him that, hey, you got to choose between us or the podcast. You can't have both. I wonder why. Maybe it's because, Internal Affairs do their investigation and take a look at your YouTube and you're just saying some of the most raunchy and wildest things ever. Like, for example, kicking women out and talking shit about women and being all masculine and high power and men and alpha men and type shit. That didn't come across your mind that was going to happen sooner rather than later?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
They're like, no, like you have to pick one. You have to either, you're going to be a YouTuber or you can be a special agent homeland, but you're not going to do both. And I had to make that decision. I remember you were there. Yeah. We had Andrew here. And I was like, well, we got people working for us now. There's people that depend on us. You had to pretty much quit your gig. So I was like, all right, I'm going to resign. And I walked in December 5th, turned in all my stuff. Yeah, I walked away from the US government. It was a good, 6-figure job. It was stable. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. You guys know on my Fed Reacts, you guys see how I talk when I'm talking on that channel.
Let me tell you guys something, and I'm gonna be blunt about it. If you walked away from making 40 G's a year on a salary base to follow your dreams and follow your passion, all right, you're doing what you're doing because you're trying to follow your passion and you're trying to make better yourself. And 9 times out of 10, when you do that, you actually make more money than when you went into the regular job. I'm all about it. What he did, all right, follow your dreams, sure. But when you resign from a 6-figure salary and it's a stable job that that they can't kick you out because you're doing your job and that's kind of wild to me. Resign from a 6-figure job? Call me crazy, guys. All right, fine. Call me crazy. But if I'm making 6 figures salary on a stable job and I can still do other things that, he started his YouTube while he was working. So he somehow had to take some of that money and invest on his YouTube show. They has to. Everybody started out the same way. Ask any content creator, any YouTube content creator. They had their main job while they're trying to build their YouTube. Every content creator will tell you the same thing. Yeah, whatever I get from there, I save up a little bit, start buying little things, and then little by little I invest, and then before you know it, I got the whole thing. And now I'm doing this as a living. I guarantee you guys, on a 6-figure salary, I know I said it before, it's an average salary across the country. Maybe it's not that common here in Miami, but it is common in anywhere in Middle America or anywhere that's outside of city outskirts. If you got yourself a good job and it made 6 figures a year, and again, if nobody knows what 6 figures is, it's potentially $100,000 a year. $100,000. Guys, that's not easy to make. You have to have a good career job for you to make that much money. And for him to walk off $100,000 to potentially make a little bit more than that, that's wild. I will not, bro. Like, I will continue to do my thing while still making the job because shit, that's the one that's paying the bills. And and I've mentioned this before in the podcast about making your 7 streams of income. That's how you become a millionaire, by having 7 streams of income. You got your main job, which is the one that's the breadwinner, that's making everything possible, paying your bills and this and that. And then you got your other 6 incomes, your side hustles, your part-times and whatnot. And that's what's gonna fill up all the spots. Like, oh, this is gonna invest for your production. This is gonna go for your vacationing. This is gonna go walk away money. This is gonna be you when you go to sleep and you make money. Everybody needs to have that. Everybody needs to have a main job that's the breadwinner. If your breadwinner is making 6 figures on a stable job and all you gotta do is just YouTube on the side and do a couple side hustles and whatnot, I guarantee you that the Internal Affairs will not give free flying fucks if he had a YouTube YouTube channel that's solely based off of doing gym shit or having a podcast talking about gyms and weight gains and other crap. Guarantee. But Internal Affairs find out that he's been talking mad shit about women and saying some of the wildest things, and that's where they're gonna because they don't want to be associated with somebody that talks so much shit to women and saying all these false narratives. So You quit on a six-figure salary to pursue your YouTube career. That's wild. I would have stick to it.
Congratulations, you played
But
yourself.
again, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts about it. Again, I get it. If it's less than 6 figures, like again, if you're making less than 50 G's a year and you want to be a YouTube content creator and you quit and then you manage to become a YouTube content creator and you're making more, now you're making the 6 figures and whatnot, then by all means, dude, you actually did it. Congratulations, you followed your dream and shit. Like, go for it, guys. Go for it. But I have a rule, like if you make over, I don't know, the cat space between 75 to 100 or more, if you make that much money alone and you decide to quit so you could be a YouTube content creator, like you could have gone that to the 6 figures at that time by your job alone. It'll take time, but you'll get there. Call me crazy, but you gotta understand the perspective that I'm trying to lay down to you guys. 6 figures and you quit so you can do YouTube, which you're gonna be making the same amount. Only you have to work extra hard and gotta get sponsorships and revenues and whatnot so you can get that much. Like,
And yeah, and I haven't. I tell you guys that story to tell you that I haven't felt like that since today, and it sucks, guys. It really does suck. Fortunately, we made some moves, etc. And we kind of knew that the type of content that we make, for us to be able to give you this content, we have to. It comes at a cost. It comes at a cost, and it won't be here forever. Yeah.
Of course it comes at a cost. Talking shit to women and saying wildest racist things. Of course it comes at a cost. What are we talking about? Here's what we're talking about. Then talking about making moves and we decide to go to a new direction. And, we've seen that it comes to a cost by going this direction. You know what we're talking about? Accountability. Something that these people talk so much shit and preach about accountability to women, no less, to women, and tell women need to be held accountable. But then when it comes about the men, oh no, deflect.
And Fresh always said this, enjoy while you can. Yeah. They thought it was capping, man. Yeah. They thought it was a joke. And we
enjoy while you can. Yeah. I feel like they kind of knew that this was going to happen.
Made moves on the side, knowing that this could potentially happen. And guys, the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program. Just keep it straight.
Let the record beat horns. Yep. I'm happy that YouTube took the initiative because hello, how many times have we seen YouTube like deplatforming certain people who are very controversial with the topics? And then we still have a lot of controversial people in YouTube still on the platform. But the thing is, they don't go to the extreme and saying the wildest things or even go extreme and saying these things. Like, no, they actually like more gentle, not more gentle, more classier. They're more classier. Like, how many times do we disagree with some of Tim Pool's controversies, and saying some of these gnarly, wild things? But then again, and also Ben Shapiro as well. He's not out of the woods. And I Show Speed with his recent meat package and whatnot, but they don't go that far. At least I Show Speed went a little bit far, but it wasn't intentional. I may have my thoughts, but that's another topic for another day. But yeah, some of these controversial people, they don't go that far because why? They kept that classy. They kept with being professional, and we're like, we talk this certain way. We don't have to be going bad mouthing each other. We don't have to disrespect. We don't have to disrespect others. Well, they disrespect people, but they sweat. But somehow it's the wording. Somehow the wording itself is like it's okay. That's why. Otherwise, they would have been kicked out of the platform a long time ago, and everybody would be on Rumble. But these guys, they go way too extreme, and they demonstrate like how little they care about other people, and they bring controversial people. How many times have they brought Sneeko, Zerka, and Nick Fuentes? Like Nick Fuentes, he's banned on every platform, and there's like only one that think he's available. I don't know. Somewhere could correct me. He's blamed for being a white supremacist. This is wild to me. And Zerka is just he just snorts so much coke out of his damn mind that even now, right now, everybody is like Zerka's beefing with everybody. I heard that Zerka lost he got the platform as well. He lost from Twitch or something like that because of his wild antics and rentits. Like everybody's gonna pay the piper. Everybody. There's no way you're gonna get away with some of the wild things. You're eventually gonna face the music. But anyways, that's it. I'm just trying to give you guys an example. They've been bringing some of these wild people, and they expect to like, oh yeah, nothing's gonna happen to us. It's like, no, YouTube doesn't want that. YouTube doesn't want to be known or affiliated by people like you. That's why they kicked them out. That's why they deplatformed. That's why they banned them. That's why they kicked them off from the YouTube program partnership.
If you look right now, you can't even super chat or
you can't even super chat right now.
Yep.
Good.
So this is the
You
beginning
don't
of the end of this
deserve
era.
to be
So
super
we are
chat.
in chat. So
Yeah. So you literally can't. Yeah, man. So it's so basically we're gonna figure out what's going on because we don't even really know all the details.
NANI?
What? You don't know the details? I mean, anybody can tell you why you're getting kicked out. Doesn't have to be necessary about YouTube. YouTube represents to tell you, but anybody can tell you. Alas, I will defend it on this. YouTube has a bad reputation on striking and giving warnings and banning and kicking off people without context. And it's because it's being flagged by bots and algorithms. And when they say certain things, the algorithm will detect it and they'll put a strike on you and whatnot. YouTube has a very, very bad communication when it comes to that. And they don't tell you why or anything. They just do it. And then it's only like weeks and when I was spamming YouTube's emails and spamming their DMs on Twitter and then spamming their tags and whatnot, that's when they will respond and whatnot. Yeah, I'll give them that. YouTube is horrible with that. But otherwise, we all know why you're getting kicked out. This shouldn't be a surprise, but hey, eventually these guys are gonna say like the Matrix. It's the Matrix.
We're working with YouTube to try to come to a middle ground and work together and figure this out. But for now,
okay.
We don't even know why.
We don't know the specific reason.
But we don't, in any form or fashion, hate YouTube or want to go at them. We're just saying, you know what? We wish we knew the reason why, but we respect, for them to use the platform and keeping us here for a while. And like,
I'm not gonna talk. I'm not. We all know why.
Yeah,
we appreciate it.
Yeah, but and the thing is that you guys know, right? On this pod, we push the edge, right? We push the envelope. We're not gonna lie about that. Like we give you guys the real deal when it comes to getting in shape. When it comes to
money, girl.
I'll give you that. You do push the envelope. You push the envelope to see how far can I get away with this. Yeah, you do definitely push the envelope for sure, 100%. Not the right envelope, but you do know. How to get chicks? You mean how to get bimbo chicks, OnlyFans girls and whatnot? How to be not Sims? Like I don't know what you're trying to say. How to get chicks? How to hook up with women, even though there's no evidence that you actually have done it? Again, experience. I don't know.
Girls,
money, dating, improving yourself, etc.
Which is all bullshit and false. I remember I saw a YouTube content creator that he actually went into their class and when he paid, like, which is like kind of moronic on his part. And he said that he did not learn anything. All he learned was just a lot of like, this is how we did it and blah, blah, blah. And this is you could do it. Once again, guys, last episode about the red pills. What did I say, guys? JC can give you his blueprint to success. That doesn't mean that everybody's going to be at the same level as JC. Same goes with this. And same goes with me as well. I definitely tell myself to my people, look, this is how I made it. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's the right way or it's the wrong way, but this is a way. There's multiple paths. Just try to avoid the wrong paths as much as possible. Sometimes are inevitable avoiding those wrong paths. Sometimes you have to take it so you can actually move forward. But you can't expect that everybody's gonna make the same amount of money as you, because if that was the case, everybody will be already rich. 98% of it will be rich, and it's a fool's errand.
And unfortunately, to be able to give people real advice that they can take in real life and apply to the real world,
you need to have experience, which you don't provide any. You say based on statistics and big letters on articles and whatnot, but you don't even practice it. You gotta talk the talk and walk the walk. You can't just talk and then not walk. You gotta preach what you say. You need to have an experience. If you don't have any of these experience, you're just doing it just because. It's like, why else nobody has made it as far as they did?
You have to have uncomfortable conversations about uncomfortable topics in uncomfortable times. Guys.
It's fairly true and false. I had to give in. There's some truths that you gotta make some uncomfortable talks, but at the same time, no, you need to have a level of respect.
It's about to be an election year.
What's election got to do with everything?
You know what I mean? We're talking about certain points, and we've brought up certain points that might not be politically correct, right? That might not necessarily align with everyone's viewpoints. Right?
That's false. Like that has nothing to do with that.
And we've worked really hard to bring people on.
You guys have been talking about matching about women and being high value and dating and how to get money, all this shit, way before elections. The fuck you talking about?
That have different viewpoints, right? Some of them very controversial. Some of them that may or may not be politically correct.
I mean, bringing Nick Fuentes to your show, one of the most deplatformed people in all around. Yeah, that kind of sounds very controversial. And having Sneeko spewing his, haram of being Muslim, and he practices his Muslim and he wants to have 5 wives and shit like that. Yeah, kind of controversial and not right. We all know he's not doing it because he wants to be a Muslim. He's doing it because he wants to be famous. He wants validation.
And that's unfortunately the risk that you take when you make the kind of content that we do.
If that's the case, then people like Tim Pool would be deplatformed by now. If that's the case, people like Ben Shapiro would be deplatformed by now. If that's the case, even like a lot of comedian podcasts should be deplatformed by now because they say some of the wildest edgy shit too. Destiny should be platformed by now. H3 should be deplatformed by now. Hassan Piker, XQC, like what are we talking about?
Even other platforms, look at Rumble. They're taking a huge beating on the stock market.
Yeah,
I mean, they're up.
Despite having one of the best years for revenue and for views and everything. And
so this comes at a cost, no matter who you are. Company, individual, creator.
I don't know much about
And I know you guys want to be aspiring RB creators as well. And I respect that. But just know, at a certain level, it will cost you a price you got to pay. And I think me and Myron understand this. And we were saying, you know what? At some point, we're going to have to deal with this price. And today's the day.
Yeah. Yeah. And my thing is, guys, more than ever. Real talk. More than ever.
More than ever.
I know a lot of you guys send me messages. And trust me, I look at them. I really do look at them. And as a matter of fact, I save them too. Because I sent some of them to Fresh today.
Yeah.
When you guys send me your DMs and say, yo, you saved my life. Yo, you send me a picture of your credit score. Yo, my girl is making sandwiches now. Or what?
NANI?
No, wait. Hold on. Let me rewind this. I need to hear this.
When you guys send me your DMs and say, yo, you saved my life. Yo, you send me a picture of your credit score. Yo, my girl is making sandwiches now. Or whatever it is, right? That
Bruh. You serious?
What? Again, this is what?
NANI?
You should feel proud because you actually told people like make your girl make a sandwich for you. You should be proud about that. Man, I tell that to my wife, she will throw the sandwich straight to my face. Oh my God. Wow. This is the level of lowness you can get, man. Honest. Wow. This is a proud achievement that you help somebody tell their significant other to make them a sandwich. That's one of your proud achievements. It just shows you how low of a piece of shit you really are, Myron. Fraud. Wow. I cannot believe, though. Let me tell you guys something. There are times in which my wife makes me food. And oh my God, when she makes me food, I appreciate and I'm extremely grateful. And I tell her how much I love her, how much I'm grateful for doing. I mean, she does the most littlest things, but I'm a simple man. But it's those little things that makes the whole thing better, man. It just makes me so happy. I don't have to ask. She doesn't have to cook for me. I cook for myself and I enjoy cooking myself. But she does those little things and other things that makes me feel like appreciative. Makes me want to work even harder for her, for my family, our family. But I will never ask her to like go shut up and make me a sandwich like these people preach about it. In fact, I don't even force her or tell her to cook for me. Like, no, I do my own cooking. I can handle it. And she can do hers as well if she wants to. We don't work as a one-on-one trade-off. No, or like you do everything while I'll do this. Like, no, we do everything together. Why? Because we are a unit. We are one and we work as one. Some days I gotta clean the house and do the laundry and do the dishes. And then there's some days that she does the same. There's some days that I cook. Well, most of the time. There's some days that too. Sometimes I take the trash. Sometimes she does. It's a balance. It's a trade-off with each other. You know, stuff that can help us move forward. But it's never one-sided. Never. There are certain things that she does that I can do, but she can definitely provide. And then there's certain things that I do that I can provide that she can't. And we balance each other off. That's how it works. That's how marriage and relationship works. Work as a team, as a unit. But the way these guys say is like, no, I'm the man and you do as I say because I'm the one bringing the money. That might work in our parents' generation, but I don't think it's working in this one.
It really means a lot to us, right? We've helped a lot of you guys from killing yourselves, from injuring yourself, from making a really bad decision or doing something that you can't necessarily take back. What I'm asking you guys is, just like we've saved you guys, we need you guys to save us.
Mm-hmm.
We need you guys to support us on Rumble because that's the last bastion of free speech at this point.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Rumble.
Rumble.com/FreshToFit, guys. Like, you need to go on there right now, follow the channel, subscribe. It's $5 a month because...
NANI?
Wait, $5 a month to subscribe to Rumble so I can see these two idiots talking about shit?
Gotcha, bitch.
Huh?
NANI?
I didn't know that Rumble charges you for... Wow, okay, cool. All about free speech, but then again, we'll charge you like a fee for it. I'm already paying Netflix, Paramount, Peacock, and HBO Max, and what was the other one that I also use? Disney Plus. Like, I pay for all these subscriptions. Like, yeah, I don't know. No. Like, Twitch is free as well. Kick is free as well. YouTube, I pay YouTube Premium. But to me, it's like worth the money because I don't have to see ads. But these are free. We don't have to pay them. And you're asking people to pay them $5 to subscribe to your channel. It's like having OnlyFans. OnlyFans, but for men. Like, I mean, you go to OnlyFans, you want to see a girl's, lewd pictures or lewd account, and they tell you, oh, it's $5. Oh, okay. Pass. But to see a man's show and whatnot, oh yeah, I'll give them the $5. Huh?
Gotcha, bitch.
At that point,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
like,
if you guys want us to keep making this content, that's what it's going to be. And we've worked really hard to try to
keep it free
as long as possible, man.
On YouTube,
like, you guys know this. Like, we don't sit here and pitch.
that's another thing that some of these idiots that subscribe to Fresh and Friend on the YouTube and subbing that and sending them money like $50, $100. Then on top of that, they also gonna bro, wow.
Of course, it's y'all every month. We're not always, trying to take money from y'all. When you guys super chat, it's just
gotta save our brothers.
It's you guys showing support to the show. It engages the show, and we for real. If we've impacted your life and we've saved it, we need you guys to save us now.
I gotta call a name too from the very beginning. Black Lemur. He saw the show, appreciated the show. He donated a big amount for cameras. I think most cameras are here named after him because he donated a lot of money for support and appreciation. And we don't ask much, guys. We just ask for your support. And right now, it needs to be on Rumble. That's where we're going to be, and they have our back. At this point,
we don't know what can happen with YouTube.
Yeah, we don't know.
It's really out of our hands. And I mean, we're going to work with them, right? We're going to be diplomatic and do what we got to do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, for y'all to get the content that y'all want
from us,
the way that it needs to be said, we're going to have to do everything on Rumble. We'll still be posting on YouTube, right? To a degree, right? Completely free as usual. But guys, it's expensive to run this. I mean, I really hate to even have this conversation with y'all, but we have a staff of 20 people.
Being transparent.
Well, what I said earlier, they had a staff. So obviously they're grasping the straws as much as they can because they're in a very deep hole. They don't know how to pay the staff. I didn't know it was 20 staff. It's like, wait a minute. What does every single staff member does in that show? See, if I have a level of production like this level, okay, I have my own big production studio, Wolfpack Podcast and the Lone Wolf. All right, staff members. I need somebody to research and fact check my shit. That's one. Co-host. Yep, sure. A producer slash video producer a board operator that can actually switch cameras and check the levels of the microphone. All right. A publicist, I guess, or somebody that will market my show and whatnot. Video editor. Yeah. So I need somebody to edit my videos. Somebody to Photoshop and do create the thumbnails. But then again, I can do that. But all right, let's take that load off. Somebody to get the people, somebody I don't know, the manager, I guess, or to search people out and, ask them hey, you want to come over to the show? I guess the mediator. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I don't know what else do you need. I already mentioned 7 of the most important things that you definitely need if you're creating a show like this. And at this small capacity. This is the most basic things. I don't know what are the other like the other 13 things that you need for staff? Like, what do you want the other staff to also do? I don't know, but these are like the 7 best. And usually I see them 4 or 2 at a time in the show. That includes Myron and Fresh. I don't know about him. I don't know. I could be wrong. Somebody can let me know in the comments down below.
100% transparent with y'all.
We make it look easy, guys, but like we have people that work for us that legit have a need and depend on us.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for
and it's a good thing that they brought this up, because guys, remember, being a YouTube content creator to make the 6 figures is a lot. It takes you a lot, especially with the adding of the subs and whatnot. I'm pretty sure they've been preaching that they make more than 6 figures, that they make like close to $500,000. This is their words, not mine, theirs. They've been preaching about this shit. If these guys have that same amount of money, they should know how to redistribute that money to pay every single staff member, right? And you probably will still have a walk around 200-ish thousand, because you probably use 300,000 to pay off all your staff members in a way. Let's just be decent. 400,000. You use $400,000 to do everything, pay the staff and do all the shit and whatnot, and you keep yourself with 6 figures. You're back again to where you were a FBI agent, right? But here's the issue: if you had that much money, learn how to diverse your assets and look for other ways to redistribute your money so you can potentially earn money when shit hits the fan. For example, let's just say that if this podcast gets as successful as they are, get to the 1 million subscribers or gets to 100,000 and I start making money, some of that money that I'm going to use from YouTube is going to go to investments. Like, what am I investing? First thing I want to do is invest on a property, and I want to become a landlord. I want to invest on a property, want to lease it out, and have somebody come over and live in my property, and just have a lease and just like pay it off. On whatever the amount, eventually is gonna pay itself out, and then before you know it, every money you get is to yourself, because now you have like passive income. You got income that's gonna come straight to you without even doing anything. So when shit hits the fan, like YouTube or any other platform, don't worry, I still got this income. Oh, so now I'm gonna get my real estate license, and I'm gonna be a realtor. I'm gonna make more income. Now I already got my property. I can start going on other people's properties. Before you know it, you're making more than 6 figures. That's my plan, and that's not a bad plan. So if my current job decides to cut ties with me, or YouTube all of a sudden starts like, we're no longer doing YouTube anymore, and everybody's not gonna be out of the job. So everybody's gonna be scrambling to do their second fin, or whatever their second fin is. But the smart people know that whoever invested, they know it's like, okay, shit, YouTube got the platform. All right. Anyways, I already got this business going. Something that these people can show you, like they're all about, making business and making money moves, yet they didn't took that initiative from the very beginning.
We're being genuine here and telling you, look, listen, we need your help. And if ever before you appreciate the content, you gain value from getting a credit score up, getting a girlfriend or wife, or even getting money from Money Mondays, guys, like we need help.
Okay, sure.
Today.
Yeah, on Rumble. We really do. Because, and I hate to even say this, man, because it's like,
one thing I will never do, and any great content creator, we will never, ever ask any of our followers and our subscribers, our audience, for money. That's never, ever, we're ever going to be doing that. That's a no-no. We don't do that stuff. Why? Because we already have our job. It's because of you guys, we got the job where we want it. You guys don't own us anything. We're doing this because we want to. And if we get paid a little bit because of you guys, hey, thank you. And we'll show you our appreciation. We'll give you stuff. We'll do like whatever you want, guys. But we will never, any great content creator, and we will not ask anybody for money. That's why when we ask, like, hey, we got the tip right there. If you want to send us your Cash App or money for $1, that's if you want. If you don't, that's fine. We are not gonna bother. We don't rely on that. That's why as well Patreon, like when you join there's several tiers, $1, hey, to say thank you for the community of $1 a month. $5 you get thank you and a bunch of other things. $10 a bunch of other things. Yeah, Patreons is very different. But in Patreon we give back to our people for a price. There's a paywall. but we're not asking people to do it. We'll never ask people like, hey, come to our Patreon if you want. Come to our Patreon if you want this, or that. No. Hey, go check our Patreon. Go check our Patreon for more awesome content. And if you want one-on-ones, you can check it out on Patreon. Wording is important. That's why every time you see your favorite streamer or content creator say, hey, thank you for the subs, it's because they never ask for the subs, but they give it to us regardless because they want to. We will never ask anybody for money. So what they're doing is the most pettiest shit ever. And it seems like their cash flow is about to go like that. They're at the end of the straw. They're about to be like, they're going to be broke.
We pride ourselves on like, yo, we're just gonna show up every week.
And again, for people like them that they talk about how to make money moves, I'm surprised that they'd be asking people for money. Wait, hold on, man. Aren't you teaching people how to make money, how to do this and that? Why don't you practice what you be saying? Why don't you take that thing that you're teaching people how to make money? Why don't you apply to yourself?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I mean, am I wrong? Am I going crazy about it?
Emotional, damn it.
Right? All this about talking about how to make money moves and this and that, and this is how you network, and this is how you get your sponsor. And all of a sudden, hey, I need you guys to come and give me some money so we can continue working.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I thought you guys already know how to do that. Why are you asking your followers and your audience to make money? Something seems sus about what they're saying.
We're gonna give y'all 6 shows completely free. You don't have to send in a super chat if you don't want to. Just watch the content. Will be cool. But I don't know what it is.
And we've made investments ourselves as well, real estate as well as other businesses. So we are on some level stable.
Yeah,
but
bullcrap. Because otherwise they won't be grasping the straws on their YouTube and say, "Hey, send us some money."
Keep this running.
To keep this running
quality,
at this level,
the gas and what we spend to even get people out here, it's a lot, and people that work for us. So
yeah. So the reason why, guys, we're able to continue updating equipment, right? Like I know y'all made jokes about the internet, whatever. We get stuff fixed quick like that because we made investments into the equipment. Guys, I have backup microphones. I have backup mixers. I have backup equipment that is really expensive, right? But I have that there for the show. Like y'all see me, I wear the same clothes. You guys make fun of me. Myron, you wear the same stuff. You got no drip, blah, blah, blah.
I just noticed very much as I'm watching Myron, he got more hair. I think he took it way personal with Abba and Jamari's and playbacks jokes with his baldness that he's getting bald. Now he has more hair. He got that LeBron fade, man.
Like, bro, we need to be all in with the podcast. We need to invest in the podcast, and we invested more in recruiting, getting Chris the resources he needs, because we have like a whole operation where like getting girls on the show. Guys, it's extremely difficult. How many people have you seen try to do what we do? We're bringing girls on and absolutely fail and quit. We've been doing it consistently for 3 years.
Bullshit, because H3 has its own production team. And he's been doing it for quite some time. My favorite content creator, Lou Later, and it has been doing it for years. Joe Rogan on his Joe Rogan Experience. Even Joe Budden. Even my favorite podcast, The Brilliant Idiots and Flagrant. They have a team set up, and they have people that does the videos and all that. And they got people searching and getting the interviews and whatnot. That you guys are not the only one. You guys are not special. You're not the only ones, honest. And by the way, didn't they say that they have like 20 staff members? Yet so far I'm hearing Chris is already doing work for 3 or 4. I mean, are you counting Chris 3 or 4? And let me tell you, Chris is not that good of a audio engineer, because there's some times that the mic is just dog shit.
We're able to do it is because we invest in it. We believe in Chris. Chris has a whole team underneath him.
Shit. I mean, we did a show on Wednesday.
His team is not
show appreciation for Chris. Yeah, because all the work he puts in.
Yeah. So guys, I'm not saying this to be like, oh my God, I feel sorry for us, but it's like for us to run the show at this level, right, where we are competing with some of the top podcasts in the world that are heavily funded, have sponsors, etc. We don't have sponsors like that, guys, because look at the content that we make.
You're not one of the top podcasts in the world. Like, no, you're not even that league. Just stop.
We're bringing on really controversial guests, talking about really controversial topics. Guys, we had debate on a certain topic that I won't even go into that other people would never touch. Who else is doing that?
What is Joe Rogan at that point? What the fuck?
And when I stand on this, when I truly say we have saved more lives and saved more men's, impacted more men's lives than any other podcast on any platform. And it shows. I can concretely say that thanks to you guys.
And it shows.
What is Destiny? And what is H3? What is that some Piker? What is XQC? What is any of these other content creators, even bigger podcasters? Like, Get the fuck out of here.
Wherever we go, Fresh and Fit, you guys saved my life. Yo, you changed my entire life. I'm now happy because I was so depressed. It's just like, wherever we go, Dubai, Canada, UK, even here in Miami, Romania, wherever we go, man. I was in Jamaica, bro.
You're not going to Romania.
Yeah, that's real.
Get the fuck out of here. You're not going to you fuck. Oops, sorry. I got to bleep that out.
So,
yeah, man. So, like, again, this is kind of what it is. Like I said before, we pride ourselves on like not charging out, and we're still not going to tell you guys like, oh yeah, you have to blah blah blah. But if you can, right, subscribe on Rumble, guys. It's $5, man.
We're gonna be moving the studio to a bigger, better location as well with your support.
I wasn't even going to tell y'all. That was going to surprise you guys. But yeah, guys, we man, we're going to be all the way transparent.
Yeah.
You know, man, I'm just going to say it, guys. We're going to get attacked on all angles. I've been like, whether it's the press writing articles on us.
If the you're not that important for the press to write articles about you. At least I haven't seen any articles about you guys on any of the major presses. But then again, maybe on the blogs, but on the presses, no. Again, guys, comment down below and let me hear your thoughts about that. No.
Videos getting taken down that other channels are not getting taken down and it's the same exact content or whatever it may be.
That's not true. Videos are getting taken down. Okay.
Rumble getting hit, right, for free speech.
Freedom of speech is not freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want to say, but you have to expect the consequences behind it. How many times have I talked about this in the podcast? You have to be held accountability for anything that you say. If you say some racist things, don't expect that nobody's going to cancel you.
Video, like just get strikes, whatever it may be. Guys, it's got to the point now where even where we shoot the location doesn't want us to stay here.
Yeah.
I heard it earlier. I mentioned it earlier. There's your confirmation. Why, guys? Because how many times have security has gone up to kick people out? How many times there has been so many controversial people or even some of the wildest things of people getting drunk and people, destroying property and whatnot and call the police? How many times they had to show up because of them? Because they enable some of this behavior or let this behavior to happen. How do you remove that behavior? Don't invite the people that act that same behavior. Of course, the people from the where they live and where they shoot, they say, no, get the fuck out of here. This is a place of family and living situation. You guys, what you're doing is a show. Like, no, do it somewhere else in a warehouse. Like, the fuck out of here. And which is also wild because on a warehouse is much more cheaper than doing it on an apartment in Brickell. So that's kind of wild. But hey, they were trying to live the life. I
didn't want to fucking have to say that shit. I really didn't want to have to admit that. I wanted to just move the studio, surprise you guys. Yo, new studio. It's lit, right? But dude, there is a matrix, man. Like, I mean,
NANI?
He said no fucking way. He said it. Guys, what did I say at the beginning? He's gonna blame it on the matrix on something. Something he said. He really said that. I can't believe it. Myron, Fresh, Fraud, Chris, there is no matrix. We are living in reality. What we call in reality is called accountability. Take accountability of your actions. Anything that you do, expect some repercussions behind it, whether it's some good repercussions or some bad repercussions, but you have to expect that you need to take some accountability of your actions. Get the fuck out of here with this shit about, oh, I'm stuck in the matrix. The matrix had it on me. Their agents are just sending out. Like, no, you can't even deflect all around. You can't even hold yourself accountable for everything that you get say. You just have to blame it on someone else. Kind of sounds like Joe Budden, But that's, again, another topic. Like, wow, I can't believe they actually went there. They actually went there. On top of them saying, like, please subscribe to our Rumble, and it's $5 because they're asking people for money so they can be doing all this stuff. Even though they say that, we got enough money to stable ourselves because we got business and we're not, even though every sponsorship and ads and whatnot, they're getting kicked out. And also you're getting kicked out of your studio place or apartment where you guys are living and doing your studio. And this is how we make money. And then you don't practice that whole shit. Like, there's so many wow things. Like, wow.
Now, we've talked about this with Andrew at length. Like, people don't want you guys to get this message, dude.
Even Rumble's under attack.
Get the fuck out of here.
They're trying to shut Rumble down.
But hey, if you guys don't like Rumble either, you don't like any of the platforms, then just create your own website and have people follow you. And then you get people to pay you to follow on your website, and then you make 100% of your money out of it. If you guys complain about these platforms and their regulations, do your own fucking website and do your own shit. I mean, you got the staff to do it, right? You got the money for it, right? It's not that hard. It'll take you like $100 just to do everything. And bam, you got yourself a website and a domain and an IPS and all that crap. But hey, what the fuck do I know, right?
I think at some point there was free speech where it was like, okay, you know what? Say what you got to say. We won't crucify you. But nowadays, free speech is kind of like, is it even a thing? I mean,
it is a thing. It's just that you need to hold accountable yourself for every thing that you say. You can't be saying the wildest racist things ever out in the public and not get some repercussions behind it. It's just, you can't. Freedom of speech is not literally freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want to say, but it's some accountability or some actions behind it. I don't know how many times I'm going to repeat myself, but these guys is just like, they don't get the memo out of it.
Not really.
And you know, and I've already put
they're blaming on the Matrix. That's what they're doing.
Money into this new studio for you guys. I already put it in. I'm like all in. You know what I mean? And it's okay. I'm never gonna say, well, I'm doing this, blah blah blah, and I hate doing this. I love doing this. I'd be lying to you guys if I didn't say I love doing this. I left a job that I truly loved to do this.
I'm already
right because I shouldn't be admitting this, but saving children, right? That was great. But saving you guys is better.
Wait, what?
NANI?
Let me get that back.
A job that I truly loved to do this, right? Because I shouldn't be admitting this, but saving children, right? That was great. But saving you guys is better.
NANI?
Huh?
Emotional, damn it.
Saving children was good, but saving you guys was great. So you're putting above priority lonely men with no class or no respect about saving children. And wow, I didn't know you were in the FBI you were saving children. Last time I checked, and you admitted right at the beginning of the episode, you said that you just do a desk job for 6 figures and whatnot. You don't do anything outside of it. You're not even a field agent. And you come here and say like you're saving children? You dare to say this? At the bottom, man.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Okay. I need to hear this like one more time.
Saving children, right? That was great. But saving you guys is better.
NANI?
Saving is great. Saving you guys was better. One more time.
Saving children, right? That was great. But saving you guys is better.
Oh, wow. Talk about emotional damage.
Emotional, damn it.
Talk about emotions. Somebody who be preaching about people say that men don't get emotional. Women act with emotions. Men act with logic and reasoning. That's all about what they preach about. Yet, this guy did the most, oh my God, the most manipulative emotional thing ever. He acted out of emotion, but it was so manipulative so that way we can feel sorry about him. We can feel sorry about everybody. No, get out of here. No, I think I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, man, this is tough, bro. Because we put our lives into this, you know?
I'm done.
What do you miss a day, honestly?
Myron, get it? It's right here. Myron gets emotional. It's even a stamp. And this is not about the money. All fresh and free channels are demonetized. Stream continue Rumble. I'm not gonna. No, that's it. I'm done. No. I'm done. I already have enough content. Like I did, like over an hour of this. Like I'm done. Wow. Okay. What are my thoughts? I'm happy that they're getting demonetized. I'm very, very happy. Everything that they say is a lot of crap. They don't hold each other accountable for their actions. They don't understand. I mean, everything that I've heard is just I'm blaming on the Matrix. Everything is about the Matrix. Yet, again, I don't know how much I don't know how much I talked about this. Like I said it throughout the entirety of the video for the most part because I just couldn't hold it. I just couldn't hold it at the last part. Myron being so manipulative emotion when he talks and preaches about men are not emotional creatures. We don't show our emotions to people. Yet he's been showing their emotions. Very like what? Oh my God. My thoughts. Good for them for getting demonetized. Honestly, they've been nothing but a cancer in YouTube. Nothing but that. And I'm glad that they removed it. I'm glad that YouTube and other channels are demonetized them for their actions. Good. Every action comes a reaction. You gotta get yourself accountable for what your stupid shit have been saying. There's so many lies and inconsistencies, understatements, and all that. It's just I gotta say it. Go fuck themselves, honestly. Good for them that they're getting demonetized. And I don't care anybody who comes over to my channel and say, how dare you say this to Martin Fresh and Phil? Like, they did this, they saved my life. It's like, good for you that they saved your life. That doesn't mean what everything that they say is not wrong either. Two things can be right and two things can be wrong. Like, everything they preach about and say that they're not about this and they're not about that, yet they demonstrated here. And also, somebody who's a content creator will never ask for money for their followers for money. That, like, I remember my second episode of this podcast, of the Lone Wolv podcast, I talked about how some big, well-known artists who make hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars and touring and whatnot, and they'd be asking everybody to buy their songs so they can send that money to their tour managers and whatnot, which is like kind of the biggest load of crap. Why don't you just use some of your money to help your tour manager? Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't know. This is so manipulative. This is so controversial, inconsistent. I'm glad that they're getting deplatformed. And I'm so happy. I'm sorry that I had to sit down, see this through, but it was just like, wow, I needed to get this out, guys. So anyways, I'm going to end this right now. There's nothing to talk about. I'll talk maybe a little bit more in the next episode, but the next episode, I got a few topics that I want to cover. So I'm just going to end it. Thank you guys for listening. And remember, don't forget to like and subscribe for your weekly episodes at youtube.com/The Lone Wolv Podcast or at Lone Wolv Pod. And click the bell for notification, guys. Comment down below. Let me hear your thoughts, share your experiences. If you guys got a specific topic that you want me to cover or you guys want to talk about what happened in this episode, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll do my best to reach you guys or talk about it in the next episode. So guys, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next one, all right? Peace.